I just like recorded more than half of this video. My camera wasn't even on. Okay. Well then. Wow, I forget what I was saying. I was on a roll too. I was doing really good. Basically, it's been a weird week, like trying to get everything together with like I am with my channel. Like, I actually, okay, I gotta slow down, I'm getting ahead of myself. If you need to, like, get your life together and stuff, like, if you don't do your chores and if you just don't prioritize well, like, if you never do your homework and such, excuse me, like I do, like, I just, like, didn't really do my chores for a long time, and I was just starting to realize that I need to get my stuff together. And you know, even though it sucks cleaning and stuff, it's a lot easier to clean little bits at a time than wait and put it off until you have to clean a whole huge mess in every room that you're assigned. So I made this little to-do list schedule thing, which basically says what I have to do at what parts of the day, like step by step, here's your schedule. So you could do that if that works for you, and if not, just, you know, just go about finding a way that you can do it and you're okay with doing it. I'm going to turn this video into the video I was supposed to post previously, but I never got to it because I was explaining you guys my hectic week. Stop it. My last video, aside from the one where I was explaining to you guys about my schedule, was about the just kind of do you, be yourself video, and I told you I was going to branch off into this video, which is basically like how to get your parents to let you do something or let you have something that you want. So if you really want, you can like watch through this video, and if you think any of these things will work with you, you can sit your parents down and have them watch it with you. But personally for me, with my style, I've wanted tattoos and piercings. Which, don't get me wrong, when your parents say it is a factor in finding a job, believe them, because it really is. Because I know people who have a piercing and they went through so many job applications before they got a job in the back of the store. So, excuse me again. Yeah, basically, this can go either way. It's not just a one-way road where the kid gets something and the parent just has to pay for it and deal with it. You really need to convince yourself and your parents that this is something that you really do want. For me, it was, like I said, piercings, tattoos, and dyeing my hair. It started out, I don't know, just work your parents into like baby steps. Stop licking my camera. I don't know, because the first thing I wanted was my hair dyed. I was like 13 or 14? No. I might have been younger than that. But I wanted my hair dyed, and no one in my family liked that idea. So I kind of like just expressed how much I wanted it, and they were like, alright, we can do something simple. And we went, and I got red streaks in my hair. So it's just like little baby steps. Like, instead of like being mom, I want my hair orange and green and yellow and blue and purple, right off the bat, kind of work them into it. Be like, hey, I want this or that color streaks, or I want my hair dip dyed, because it's not as, like, I guess, shocking to them. I mean, it's not as big of an issue, even though it's basically the same thing. But yeah, a little side note here. Up until this year, I've gotten my hair done at the mall, always, and don't know. I've been dyeing my hair and getting my hair cut for, I'm going to say 5 years there, and I've never once had it done the way I wanted. And I'm not trying to like bash on them or anything, but you know, if you could choose between a mall hair place and like a place like Cloud9, which is a wonderful, amazing, oh my god, my hair has never been so perfect and felt any better when I come from their place, Cloud9 in Martins Ferry. I mean, I'm sure there's other ones across the board, but best place I've ever been to. And I walked out of there and my hair just felt like silk, and it was like, because I had fried my hair because long story short, 2 different bleaches were mixed and put on my hair, so that fried my hair. Yeah, that's another thing. If you want to get your hair dyed, make sure you don't do it so often that you fry your hair, because it's really tough to fight with it to get it back into the healthy condition you need it to be to dye it again. But if you're going to dye hair, also buy hair products that go along with it and help, like, keep it healthy and such. But yeah, so I forget where I was going with that. But yeah, I fried my hair and I came out of there and my hair was completely healthy again because of one of the treatments they had. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to buy it and I'm just going to cherish it forever. But yeah, just baby step your way into it, and like, if that still doesn't work and they still don't want to like let you do that, and same for piercing. If you want to get a piercing, like start with your belly button or something that's not going to be visible or like that big a deal. However, as far as I know, belly button piercings are the longest I know of. Don't hold me to this because it's that I know of that takes to heal. The proper healing time is 9 months. I'm waving my hand around and my cat's like freaking out about it. Yeah, so it just depends on how bad you want it and what you want to go through. Tattoos start with something little, like dainty. And I know a lot of people won't want a dainty tattoo. Like, I really don't at all. But my first tattoo is actually going to be on my shoulder, and it's actually, it depends. Because, like, once I kind of worked my parents into the thought of dyeing my hair and tattoos and piercing stuff, and kind of let them into that world, they were more okay with a like sizable tattoo. I mean, my dad was, my grandma's not, but as long as it's not visible, it doesn't matter. So I'm either going to get it on my shoulder, and it'll be like about this big, and a lot of parents won't go that big if they're against it, or I'm gonna get a rib piece done. So I don't know, it kind of depends. It's not a bright idea to get a rib piece done for your first tattoo, but you know, yeah, just start off small, simple, hidden, I mean just subtle changes. And if they still don't want to do that, like, either parents bribe your kids or kids bribe your parents, because parents have to understand that, you know, kids need an outlet somewhere, and if that outlet is dyeing their hair green, or you know, having a little stud in their nose, or a little ink on their arms, like, you know, it's just, you gotta understand that as long as they know the risks of possibly not being able to get a job, not being able to get off your feet, and they still want to do it, as long as they can cover it up, you know? And with piercings, they have retainers that you can't even see. But yeah, bribe each other. Like, kids say, I'll get straight A's for a year, or parents say, if you get straight A's for a year, or something like that. Something that's going to improve on their life and yours. I mean, because as a parent, you know, grades are definitely only going to majorly affect your kids in the future, but at the same time, it gives them security that you're going to get out and on your feet. I don't know. I mean, just follow those things, baby step your way into it. And if that doesn't work, I'm sure there's like hundreds of other videos on here. I don't know, the biggest thing I did with my parents is like, it could be worse. Which is actually really funny, because I was just like, the piercings that I want as of now are, I want back dermals, and if you don't know what that is, it's like back dimples, but like little anchor piercings. I mean, and it could definitely be worse. It could be visible, it could be like, I could gauge my lip. I mean, there's a lot of different things, and as long as you don't have like 1,000 piercings in your face, you know, and I'm not saying I'm against that either. I mean, if that's what you want to do you. But up until you're 18, just kind of keep it reasonable, because you do realize that your parents are paying for it, so they have to be for it too. Just really express how much you want it, how much you want to take care of it, and whatever. Same for like if you want to do any extracurricular activity. Like if you want to do a sport and your parents are just like, I don't know if you'll stick with that, I don't know how well that'll work out, that's a lot of money I'm sinking in. Parents, make your kids like stick to it for an entire season. If it's a sport. And if you want to play guitar, take lessons for at least a year. Just before you can just like drop out, because if your parents sink money into a sport for an entire season and you only go the first 2 practices because you don't like it, I mean, I know that sucks, but if they really want to take that risk, then it's something they've got to be really into, or they're just not thinking. Either way, like, let them know ahead of time, you really better think about this, because you're gonna have to do it for a whole session, like a whole year or a whole season. Oh my god, I'm so tired, excuse me. But yeah, that's basically my video today. I plan on having, I meant to mention, okay, this video is too long, but I will make another vlog, probably actually later today before I forget about it, but about traveling and stuff I want to do in the future. So, yeah, it was nice talking to you, and I really hope this helps. Honestly, if you think it would help at all, sit your parents down, because, you know, I'm a straight A student in school, even though I might not look like it, to some people. I do very well, and I already have quit. Oh my god. If you're trying to talk your parents into getting you a cat, don't. You'll regret it. Sitting there trying to eat my rings. Just stop. But yeah, like I was saying, it's not the end of the world if your child wants a tattoo or piercing. It's really not. Just as long as they know the consequences that'll come with it. Because the more you